In part 1 of this series, we planned a top-scoring response for Paper 3. Question 1, the language change task from the Cambridge A-Level English Language Exam. The paper we're using is 9093/31 from May/June 2023. If you haven't already, I highly recommend downloading that past paper and following along as we go. It will make this walkthrough much more meaningful. Now, in part 2, I'll walk through a full model essay, paragraph by paragraph, and show how each argument is supported by a different linguistic theory. You'll hear how the analysis is built around features from text A and supported by evidence from texts B and C. Most importantly, each paragraph hits AO2, AO4, and AO5 clearly. Let's begin. The English language has changed dramatically in terms of vocabulary, grammar, and style over the past 2 centuries by examining a 19th century tailoring manual, that's text A, a set of corpus collocates from text B, and an engram graph in text C. We can explore how shifts in lexical choice, orthography, grammar, and pragmatics reflect wider societal and cultural developments. This essay analyses features of text A through the lens of linguistic change, supported by the other texts and relevant linguistic theories. We begin with lexical change. In text A, words like breeches, pantaloons, and trousers appear prominently. So these are now obsolete tailoring terms, replaced in modern English with trousers or pants, as seen in text C. Crystal's tide metaphor helps explain this evolution. Older lexical items are slowly washed away, while new ones take their place. Chen's S-curve model adds another layer of explanation. New words spread gradually, then accelerate in popularity before stabilising. Together, these theories help us understand how cultural shifts, like fashion trends and practicality, drive lexical change over time. Next, let's look at orthography. Text A uses older spelling and punctuation conventions, ankle instead of ankle, anything as 2 words, and capitalisation of common nouns like trousers and trade. Acheson's damp spoon metaphor, while often viewed as a prescriptivist argument, describes how such non-standard forms were once seen as sloppy. However, Acheson also argues that these shifts are a natural part of language evolution, not signs of decay. Schmidt's wave model helps us see how orthographic changes spread gradually through groups, with modern forms eventually replacing older ones. The clean, standardised forms in text C show how those waves have become the norm today. If this is helping so far, make sure to like and subscribe. It really supports the channel and helps more students find these resources. You can also download this essay using the link in the description to study it in detail. Now let's explore grammar. In text A, we find inconsistencies, such as which make 5 measurements and is sufficient. This blends plural and singular verb forms and would be marked incorrect in modern usage. But from Halliday's functional linguistics perspective, grammar serves communication. The writer's main goal was to give instructions, not to meet strict rules. Hockett's random fluctuation theory also applies here. It suggests that irregularities often arise from human error or temporary inconsistency, rather than systemic rules. In contrast, text C shows more consistent, standardised grammar, reflecting modern expectations. We now move into pragmatics. In text A, the phrase, "I flatter myself," was once a polite, humble way of expressing confidence. Today, it might sound boastful or ironic. Hartle and Clark's theory of cultural transmission explains this shift. Language is passed on through social interaction, and expressions evolve with changing social norms. Halliday's concept of lexical gaps also plays a role. New expressions emerge to fill communicative needs that old forms no longer satisfy. In contemporary writing, we see more casual, reader-friendly tones. The evolution from formality to informality reflects deeper cultural and technological change. To bring everything together, the final synthesis paragraph shows how lexical, orthographic, grammatical, and pragmatic changes work in tandem. Text A gives us a vivid picture of English in transition. Text B provides data-driven support for semantic shifts. And text C reflects the endpoint of that evolution, a modern, accessible variety shaped by education, technology, and cultural trends. Language change, in this sense, is not random or isolated. It's a gradual, layered process influenced by multiple forces. The conclusion wraps up the analysis. Language doesn't change by accident. It adapts to fit the needs of its speakers, shaped by both social and structural pressures. By applying linguistic theories to real texts, we gain insight into how and why English changes over time. If you found this walkthrough helpful, check the description to download the full essay and feature chart. Let me know in the comments, what next?